Hare Krishna, dear devotees, and welcome to today's session. How are you doing? I pray that all is well with you and your families at this time. So one of the first virtues that we endeavor to develop is the virtue of persistence. Persistence, to become persistent. And that is one of the most difficult aspects of ourself that we can address. Because unless we have a why reason, then the determination to go all the way is not going to come from the level of the mind. We know that by the nature of the mind, it works in duality. So when it is inspired, it will work. When it's not inspired, it creates havoc in our life. It creates a hellish situation in our lives. So by understanding the mechanism of the mind and by connecting it also emotionally, that why do I want to do this? What is the reason that I have? And if I have that reason, that why, then it will become easier to be persistent. So in today's wisdom, we're hearing about the strength of persistence.
It's okay to be discouraged. It's not okay to quit. To know you want to quit, but to plant your feet and keep inching closer until you take the impenetrable fortress you've decided to lay siege to in your own life. That's persistence.
Today's quote is reminding us that it's okay to be discouraged. It's going to happen to all of us. There are moments, there are things that are going to happen to us circumstantially that is not within our control. So it's okay to be discouraged, but it's not okay to quit. Because what happens when you quit? Just by the act of quitting, whatever was possible is now stopped. Whatever was possible is now impossible. It's not going to improve at all from where it is. But if we even slow it down, we manage it according to what we're experiencing right now, with different activities, with different things that help us cope with it, develop a coping mechanism. And once we do that, then the thought of quitting also becomes managed. So the first thing is, it's okay to be discouraged. It's okay, but it's not okay to quit. Develop yourself, develop and manage situations and circumstances that can help you move through the idea of quitting. And then he goes on, to know you want to quit, but to plant your feet and keep inching closer. To know that I'm almost going to give up, I've reached a threshold and I feel I'm going to give up, but to keep moving forward, to keep going through. There's a nice saying, there's a nice one that says, if you're going through hell, don't stop, just keep going. Don't stop. And in our understanding from the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna was also explaining this point to Arjuna. Vivasatmaki buddhi eke kurunandana bahushaka hoyanantascha buddhiyor vivasayam. That Arjuna, that one has to develop the mindset of one pointed focus. Vivas atmaki buddhi. One's mind has to be focused on something higher. If not, then there's no way that the mind is going to be resolute. It's going to be multi-branched, as Krishna is saying here. Bahushaka hoyanantascha buddhiyor vivasayam. That it's going to be multi-branched. And we know when we have many thoughts going on, it's multi-branched. When there are many thoughts going on in the mind, especially if there's negative thoughts, and especially if the environment is fueling that, then it's very difficult to say, I don't want to quit. But we go on, we go through. Why? Because we have a reason. We know that deep inside we've created a reason that's going to be unshakable. We've created a resolve from inside that is going to be unshakable. And once that has been done, then the circumstances become secondary. They don't become the primary reason of your life. They become secondary events of life. So he continues, until you take the impenetrable fortress that you have decided to lay siege to. So, what is your reason? If you have that reason, fortify that reason, strengthen that reason, and review that reason every day. It was part of my sadhana that I would review these powerful quotes every day, and it would give me so much of strength of mind, so much of well-being, because I was convinced of the reasons why I wanted to do this. Therefore, I could connect it as sadhana on the spiritual platform. Because we all have to start somewhere, right? We all don't start with the higher taste. We all start with determination. But I realized very quickly that determination is not strong enough to take me all the way through. And I've seen that with many of my friends and colleagues, that they were determined, but they were not resolved. And therefore, as you would have it, there came a moment in their life when nature, by its laws, tested their conviction, and due to it not being resolved, it's not connected or fortified on the spiritual platform, then they had difficulty. So today's wisdom is be persistent, never quit no matter what. Connect yourself with resolve.